Yeah, they weren't even meant to be here. Vici beat them in the qualifiers, and, well, because of that, they basically just got a free invite when Visas didn't go too well already. It's going to be the opening couple of kills coming up, and this is just looking too easy. JKS, he's just starting
What to do for the most part. Look at that. Somebody gets around the corner, gets the first kill in the round. But the Molotov coming through does finish him off, so just a 1-for-1 trade here.
And that's why we do see this earlier rotation out from Azza than I think we would have done if there was any utility left onto Jacob. Gratisfaction catches the man trying to wrap around Arch, and this is going to let the CTs know that this is a B play.
Here we go, push coming through. Jacob waiting to receive. This one gets sprayed onto the first, gets the second as well. The third going to come over the top. Reeb is able to get that kill, and the transition towards Azza on second. He's got 6 seconds left, though, to try to get this bomb down, and honestly, 100 Thieves can just play time. Freeman's just trying to save his AK. And looks like he will be potentially successful in it, as it looks like Leah's going to come around the corner, and never mind. He gets Tyloo with their first kill, but they haven't committed towards the site. The utility, they still have 4 smokes left, however, so they easily could hit towards B if they want, and they force the rotation out of Gratisfaction here.
Direction, so maybe he didn't see anything there. JKS, well placed, but somebody, a fantastic entry, leaves this now in a tough spot. As he's going to get
something we were just talking about, right? Don't give Tyloo those aim battles. You know, 100 Thieves, their success from these first 4 rounds came from the passive play, except maybe the pistol round where they were holding, you know, near car. Yeah. But then they go out and peek. Somebody takes Jacob's head off, and then they eventually get in towards that site with no more utility left for the 100 Thieves. So really well done, honestly, by Tyloo. I mean, I was a little bit concerned to see 3 Molotovs thrown into Banana like that.
Well, 2 of them were in the same spot as well. So in position, and actually there's only 2 players here. One of them, of course, is Azza, already managing to find the opener. Liaz is going to be burning down, almost dies because of it. The smoke a little bit delayed, maybe expecting one to come in from his teammate instead. Azza managing to get back into the site, though, is going to get himself another opening pick. They're struggling to find this man, and now the full force of 100 Thieves have made their way in, but somebody again, he times it perfectly. He waits to try and find that second kill and leaves Liaz alone in this bomb site. He's going to be surrounded by Summer and leaves Gratisfaction. 1 versus 3.
In that round. So Tyloo, there is some fight in them. They get their second round on the board. We can see 100 Thieves really don't have much money. They have Liaz on 6K, yes. Looks like they might try to continue on this route, try to overrun Gratisfaction. This is where they're successful before, right? In the round, one of the rounds they did win, they got aggressive towards this A site. And Gratisfaction's able to get 1, but Summer comes through, and Summer gets himself a second. Liaz. And he goes straight to the graveyard where he was holding. And there's still a chance here to Tyloo. Summer and Zeta left alive, but Jacob looking to take this round, taking 100 Thieves up to 6.
And it's at a man yet still to frag, but at least in a 1v3 situation, he doesn't really need anything from anybody else. It's all down to him at this point. Knowing that there's players around this arch side and, well, the bomb being covered off. Timing, that's a little bit unlucky as well. And that's an extra AWP.
The AWP. In that last round, if they did push into B through the Molotovs, they would have to hope to hit that very, very early shot to open things up. And then you're still playing at a detriment because you're very low in health in general for the retake out of 100 Thieves. This time we do see Tyloo.
This round, how that's actually been going. Push going to be coming in. They go for these nades once again, and it does work. Liaz is struggling in the pit. They are focusing on him. And another couple of entries. That will be a bomb plant for Tyloo.
Let's see how the retake can come in, though, for 100 Thieves. More importantly, how Tyloo can hold on to the site. They got 3 players left alive, but they're relatively low. They have a flashbang, and that's pretty much it. So JKS is going to look to swing in from behind. We do have 2 men in pit to help hold some of these angles. And that flashbang used out of 100 Thieves to allow JKS to push in. But actually, they're just going to save it here. Okay, it's not favoring or fancying their chances, even though, as we can see, like in terms of HP, there's a very realistic chance they could pull this off. I guess they're more content with just making sure to keep everyone alive and keep these weapons to next round, considering they don't have that much money to spend anyways.
Luckily for Tyloo, their bomb plant, I was going to say, means that they don't really need to leave the site. I think Freeman was low enough that he may have still died, but they planted deep, so...
Obviously, time is a major factor of how little he's been in the team. I wonder, actually, if the scoreline could be quite different here. Attacker pushes in completely dry, gets himself a double, and there's going to be one more player here. It's going to be Azzer. He doesn't even have a chance. Attacker gets his 3rd kill of the round.
No doubt that they have that individual priority. That was Attacker just pushing individually on his own into the site. He's got 4 kills. He's wiped out nearly the whole team. He's going for Gratisfaction as well. He wants the ace. He's not going to be getting it. And now Gratisfaction has to get the ace to win the round. So these are the rounds that you can't really do anything against. As I said, we've seen multiple now individual plays which have been impressive, but there have been aspects of team play as well, which it is not something we've always seen from Tyloo. Like, the nade stacks have been interesting. We've seen them be able to take control and trade relatively.
Here in the Until Extreme Masters Katowice.
Yeah, early in the pistol round, they've gone for themselves a 4-man stack into mid. It does mean that Summer's going to have a lot to do, but he peeks, finds that initial kill. Now, if he can get that smoke out in time and delay any sort of push, he could get some backup available. I do quite like this setup, actually. Go for a bit of a risk in the pistol round, but with him being so successful, if he can at least do some damage, they're going to be in a decent spot for the retake, but they don't have any more utility, so I think people are going to be a little bit late. They are, however, going for a straight-up push all the way down into Banana. They're going to be in a hot flank very quick indeed.
Oh, Azra's going to be there, though. He takes Freeman's head off, and he also gets the information that there's more players coming. Luckily for Tyloo, though, they do have a kit, so time is going to be on their side for now. And Zeta gets a much-needed kill onto Liaz as attacker wrapping in towards site. Looks for Azra, drops him as well. And Zeta gets himself a triple kill in this round. And there we go. Tyloo, off to the strong start they need on the CT side. They pick up the pistol round, and Zeta gets more kills in that round than he had the entire first half. But I love you, Zeta.
Doesn't sound like it, I'll be honest.
Hey,
mid position from the CT side. Like, both players in this crossfire, basically just looking to hide away and bait almost. If the T's go in this direction. Heavy investment actually from 100 Thieves off the back of the bomb plant. So you got that SG onto JKS is exactly what you want to be seeing. And Jacob already going to be getting the opener. Zeta needs to at least get one here. Or just escape. He's actually managed to get away. Now
Tyloo's money is going to be hurting here, but they still have the chance. I mean, we've seen 100 Thieves win rounds with just grass faction on the AWP with pistols to support. I mean, there's no AWP in the hands of Tyloo.
Niko, and then you had that round, which could have been a buy. So if this now doesn't work, then you've basically waited all this time to get a buy, which failed. So fingers crossed for Tyloo. If you are a fan, things are going to work a little bit better. That's not the start they were looking for. Let him be a lone wolf while the rest of the team play together. Attacker, however, is already gone within the site. Freeman left to try and defend it on his own. He's left in the open. He still manages a kill, but doesn't last very long at all. The rotator going to be caught off, and Zeta basically just has to try and save.
Unfortunate times for Tyloo here. It's not even necessarily 100 Thieves executing well into sites. It's just 100 Thieves swarming over sites and just out-aiming their opponents. Zeta, I don't know how he's going to save onto this. Gets the first kill. You know exactly where he's going to be. The flank coming in out of grass factions. That's going to continue to push, looking for the kill into Azra, which is not unfortunately able to get. And 100 Thieves continuing their streak here on
the map. He's actually going to throw that into middle. It makes absolutely no difference. Molotov forces somebody into action. He'll get a single kill, and now the site is comfortably under their control.
Okay. And the thing is that, like, when 100 Thieves take Banana, they're not really using as much utility as Tyloo was to take it. And like you said, taking it
much at all in the previous half. Like, okay, you could say that round where we did see some aggression coming out. I think it was Jacob peeking even just a little bit into Banana. That was one of the opening picks. And that was one of the first rounds we actually saw go the way of Tyloo on the other half. But we are seeing the differences. So, I think they need to focus on trying to take this map away, because I think they're going to struggle on Vertigo. But even still, they're still in this map at the moment. Some are going to be boosted up. There isn't actually a smoke down, which is interesting. They opt to try and actually wrap around and take this control instead. Asa with a double opener. He now steps up as well, leaving 3 players to try and rotate in. Liaz catches one more. And the thing is, most of these kills that are coming in at the moment for 100 Thieves, there wasn't really an opportunity. They're going to build up even more money, not that they need it, and they're actually going to start looking to clear out some of these weapons. And you can understand why. Even one gun going down here in response, they could even lose all players on 100 Thieves, and they'll be fine.
Or lose all players. 3 smokes and a Molotov themselves. Jacob not going to expect Freeman to be there, but he still gets 1 kill either way.
That's got to be infuriating for Attacker, knowing that your teammate was in that corner. They faked things out over to A. It was Jacob just trying to hold players in that position as the smokes now fall on towards this B site. Summer is going to be up above. He gets 2, though. That's not a bad trade. And somebody just needs to pick up a single frag to give his team the chance. But Liaz, a double headshot in, gives them the opportunity to get that bomb down. The smoke doesn't really give anything for Zet. They've got to be careful, as it has now faded. Both players falling in from the same position. Freeman still with almost a full belt of utility as well. So there is a possibility that they can clear out at least one of these angles, and the Molotov into the corner will force Liaz out, but he's going to force the issue. 3 kills for him in the round. Map going to be done and dusted. And 100 Thieves, they take this not in the easiest of fashion, but at least on the T side, they absolutely dominate. Push over onto the A side, trying to pressure the CT side. Tyloo have chosen to start here even after the problems they had on Inferno. Zeta is going to be able to get himself an initial kill, but still the T side have been able to get towards that site. They don't really have anything to stop them getting the bomb down.
Well, they're also starting to run out of players as well. Grass Faction takes Freeman out. You see the 3 players trying to come in from the CT side. Taka trying to watch the back as well, so they don't really have the full information of where all the players of 100 Thieves will be. They do at least luckily have a kit in their hands, and look at Grass Faction, the perfect position to play spoiler here. If he can hit these shots, attack and be up close, and is expected to be just there. And Jake is able to come in to help clean that up. It's down to JKS in a 1-on-2. The bomb luckily is planted for him, but he needs to hit these shots, and the bomb's being stuck in Zeta. Another 3K for him, and Tyloo will indeed backs away. The utility is really not there for Tyloo, though, so if the bomb does get put down with the 2 smokes that 100 Thieves have, it's going to be a tough time, and Zeta's looking to stop that from happening. He takes Azur down.
The trade will come in. Rifle also retrieved by JKS, which I don't think is a downgrade by any stretch of the imagination. They've got to get rid of somebody if they are going to be able to get this bomb down, however, and they failed at that miserably. Finally, JKS will pick up one more, but he's now the only man left. SG in hand. He is normally the clutch king of this 100 Thieves side, but he's only got 15 seconds to do it. I don't really know how he hopes to survive, and now they know where he is. Freeman able to close out the round while jumping up, and that'll be Tyloo.
It's just, for me, how long can they maintain?
Oh, that nade. Actually not going to do as much damage as I thought. Almost kills off Liaz. This is a round where there's barely anything, of course, for 100 Thieves, just trying to reduce the amount of money that Tyloo were able to make going into their next buy round. And if they can get a bomb plant, that would be nice, but I don't really see any way that that should be a possibility. Just playing very passive. They know that Tyloo thus far have been relatively aggressive over onto this B site at least, which, well, it will actually be fairly annoying later into the game if they continue to take this much map control away. The only worry would be is if you see 100 Thieves go for a faster play, they can get quite close before they can actually get as deep as they are. But it's nice from Freeman, just cleaning things up. It's going to be a flawless round as well. Holding to see if there's going to be any level of aggression coming out from the CT side, but this is where they push. Gratis Faction making his move. He's got to be careful he doesn't get shot from behind. In fact, it's going to be Freeman to just win that duel outright, and they've surpassed Attacker, who's still just holding on. JKS, however, picks up one, and there is that push into mid coming out from Azur. A little bit delayed to catch off Summer and leave somebody with not much left to do. Even still, a kill or 2 here. They come back in with a solid buy in the next round, and this may not be too much of an issue.
Like we said before, just a kind of bonus round here for Tyloo. I do like how 100 Thieves were able to bait out pretty much every smoke on the B site. So they had a relatively clean push, if I can use my damn words. And somebody, if he only knew that Azur's on the side of him so low on HP. So if you can upgrade to an SG here would be phenomenal and really kind of control the economy of 100 Thieves have going into round 5.
Yeah, for the CTs, this bonus round has not been too bad, but this extra kill would be everything. Oh, no, if you do that. Was that a scroll wheel jump? That looked like an aggressive push up ramp coming out from Jacob. Zeta is going to be around that area as well, just looking for the peak further down. He is actually going to get the kill initially. Jacob, well, fairly easy trade because I don't think somebody expected anybody to have pushed that far forward that early into the round. They're going to go hunting for Zeta as well, but he'll be able to escape. Fall back with the support of Summer. They do have to be careful, of course, because that wall is very much, well, I was going to say not bulletproof, but it doesn't matter. Zeta goes peeking into Jacob anyway. Already with 2 opening picks to his name, he's looking for a little bit more, just trying to take this round all on his own. Summer is going to be just around the corner, and he finds another kill. 3 for Jacob already in this round, and leaves just 2 remaining, Freeman and Attacker, to try and hold on. Freeman at least on the right side of the map, his teammates so very far away and just trying to fight some of these oncoming players. He's got all the information available to him. It's going to be how long it takes his teammate to get there, and I think it's too little too late. In fact, it didn't even look like he was rotating.
I think they kind of knew it was going to be over. I mean, if Jacob can just walk up, get 3 kills like that, like what do you do? Like you if anything, you need to trade it 1 for 1. Zeta, unfortunately, getting caught. I mean, he had the first kill of the round on the Azur. They had the man advantage. And then, was it Summer? or somebody.
I think it was somebody pushed through that smoke.
Yeah, I don't know if he kind of like miscalculated where he was within the smoke, because as we saw, he like got on the edge of it. And then obviously you're not gonna be able to see when you're inside the smoke, and Jacob's like, all right, well, this is, you're not gonna miss those shots, right?
Yeah, a bit of a misplay. And yeah, it ended up with just being more of a domino effect where one player makes a mistake, the others try and fix it, and they also fall to the same fate as well. Great round, limited attack. He's going to get all the way down again. An opening kill coming up. Can he get away before the trade? Yes, he can, just about. So that's multiple rounds now. And this is something that we did not see when it came to Inferno. They were losing every single battle on their CT side. It was entries left, right, and center coming out from 100 Thieves, but the aggression from this side just seems to be working out from them at the moment. And I don't think 100 Thieves are necessarily used to teams being this aggressive. However, Liaz's smart utility usage forces attacker into the open. Freeman gonna have to do something here, and Jacob is just flying high, headshot after headshot. Sight now taken. Summer, I'm not even
Inferno?
Something like that.
Because they finished off 7th first half. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost the pistol, won everything else.
And now you're seeing now, I mean, the momentum's building for them too. They're starting to look way more consistent these rounds. They're keeping like 3 players
a little
alive.
bit better. Summer, maybe with just a decent spawn as well to go for the aggression, but instead Zeta is going to be gone in mid within the first few seconds of the round. In the meantime, again, this ramp control just goes in favor of the Tees. Azza with a great shot to clear out one, but he can't quite capitalize. And Freeman is actually able to get 2 back. A bit of a surprise considering how things have gone so far, but this time the all-out attacker does seem to be peeking both of these angles, unfortunately. Just far too clean for JKS. And they now get this 2v2 after plant position with the CTs.
There's a player in towards middle. Liaz is going to spot out at least one. JKS now in a prime position to punish them for this. Can he pull off the shots? Freeman will be the first to challenge. JKS takes now with the headshot. He backs off as well, knowing that the last player is going to be here. He has to go for a very long run, though, to get back towards his bomb. Somebody going for the defuse. He's actually going to try to stick it out. And what happens there? Somebody picks up the kill. JKS fluffs his shot. And somebody should be able to take Tyloo up to 4.
It was very close in the end, but yeah, IJ can plant the bomb, so now they have to try and get that a little bit closer. A secondary smoke thrown in. Jacob, I don't know if he knows that somebody is this close, but Liaz has his back. And now Jacob can just pounce from his position, looking for a little bit more, but is met with Freeman, who comes close to finishing off JKS, but not quite able to. Nice shot from Summer, but still, he is left alone. The trades coming in each time he finds a frag. Well, now the bomb just tick it away as they're going to walk in to close it out. 100 Thieves get their 6th AWP still into mid, boosted up into the window. What? Okay, it was actually Gratisfaction that got that kill. I thought it was a snap out from JKS, but even still, able to pick off both players as they look to get a little bit aggressive. And once again, Freeman's going to be left alone on this A site. They really are.
Was it Robs then? Okay, and you called it perfectly about how much of a robot he is.
Yeah. The man's
again, the economy they've got, so much money. Freeman, well, he's going to free fall. Down to the streets here on Vertigo, and now Zeta with the op. Saving it would be ideal. 100 Thieves have the money to chase him down, and it doesn't matter if they have a lot of HP or a little.
Not going to give him anything, at least. We saw Zeta in the early rounds, which they managed to win, performing well. He's fallen off, and going into the T side with an AWP, it's going to be tough. Once again, though, another opening pick. In fact, 2 coming up for them. The issue for Tyloo is this has happened multiple times. This has happened maybe even in the majority of rounds, but they've just not been very good at holding onto it. It seems like 100 Thieves are just very, very good at finding that spot in the defense. And at the moment, that spot seems to be the B site. Once again, JKS is going to open it up on his own. That bomb planted by Azza. And it's the experienced members of this roster which are going to be sat back on this site. Teammates for such a long time defending each other off as JKS gets his 3rd kill of the round. Looking to try. Both players are already tagged. The lead for the flashback comes in for Azza, and JKS is going to get the ace.
That would be... I think most people would fall asleep for that kind of interview. But 9-5. 100 Thieves looking to close out with double digits. Freeman trying to get aggressive. Gets dropped by Azza, though. In the meantime, has to take it right. This is the JKS who can put up some ridiculous numbers when it comes to this weapon. He had a couple of missed clutches earlier on. Missed, whatever. He had a couple of 1v1s that he wasn't able to land out on.
He was saving it.
But he died.
No, he was
saving.
Well, this round is just peak after peak, which has handed 100 Thieves multiple different kills. I think the main rounds that Tyloo have been able to win is just in a similar fashion to what we are seeing in this one, where it just works out even further. Something he's been doing very well so far. It's so clean with the shots he's able to hit. Zeta already low, and okay, that one was in the way. It's going to be an aggressive push towards this B site early into the round. Somebody leading the charge, but is met by Liaz. He runs out of bullets, but somehow still manages to survive and comes back. A third kill for him, 4 for Liaz.
Yeah, you have some sort of deal.
Deal with the devil.
Yeah. Well, Summer's going to get the first of 5 that he needs in total. I would imagine if you're 100 Thieves and you lose this round after Liaz getting the 4 kills like that, you're going to be a little bit deflated. Let's see. Now Liaz is looking for the ace. Gets the tag. Already saw JKS get his own ace. Is Liaz actually going to charge him forward and go for it himself? Oh man, look at all 3 players just sitting here on the staircase as well. No chance for Summer. They're going to need to hit some ridiculous shots here, and Azur's just lining them up perfectly. Oh my gosh, Freeman talked about hitting some crazy shots. He gets the first. And Summer's able to respond onto Jacob, so relatively equal trade, at least in the middle.
There, but perfect timing, okay. That is that issue of the first shot hitting the head and then the second one just disappearing. It is the magic of Counter-Strike, and Liaz comfortably closes out across the board. Freeman peeking out into mid is going to meet Jacob once again. And Zeta now tries to sneak through.
And they're just walking straight into the site. Liaz. There's a player there. Liaz actually going to fall. Azur's not going to expect that to be this far pushed up. He at least takes 1, though, before he does fall. And the B site will be taken.
Oh, dear. That's him dead. He tries to throw out a nade just to do something before he falls. A 1-by-1. They get executed. Summer, though. That's 2 and a third. How does he clean that one up? A ridiculous... It was a chance to really build up some cash. Maybe not so much. An aggressive push in. That's the bomb. Freeman's just handed it. He's delivered it to Jacob, and he's going to get 2 to try and defend it. Even still, though, there's been a return from Tyloo. It's not like they're in a detrimental JKS. 2 high-flying players on the side of 100 Thieves. Zeta will trade 1 back. It comes onto Liaz. And now, Granisfaction on the flank. Attacker so desperately low, just 6 HP to his name and not looking in the right direction. He's not going to expect Granisfaction to be here. And finally, they win one of these clutch situations. Granted, probably the easiest one Granisfaction's ever going to have to face. Yeah. But even still, that's their 15th round. That's the economy of Tyloo. Actually, not in that bad a state considering how things have gone.
Pretty much by himself over towards the A side. Needs to be very careful because if he falls, they could just rush and flood straight in. It's going to be JKS to pick it up. As he's towards the back of sight with just the ump, though. Jacob there to help assist, too. And this all goes back to how close that last round was. Just Granisfaction surviving. Now Summer's going to peek around. He gets himself a kill. And Tyloo looking good to get this bomb down at the A site.
JKS has managed to avoid the Molotov, though. They throw a second one in, but he avoids that, too. Just dancing around the flames. It eventually catches him. So much
possibly can. It's going to come down to the wire here for Tyloo to get into the site. Azur, look at this playing around the smoke as well. Looking to actually charge in. Flashbangs being thrown in, but look how slow they're actually pushing. Liaz gets burned down. Relatively low in HP. 20 seconds left, and Tyloo need to get into this bomb site. They need to do it quick. You can see J-Kiss there to help support now. Azur flashed up a little bit here as he turns around, gets 1 kill and 3. Now 4 here for 100 Thieves on the push in, and now it's just Tyloo left with 1 player. It's Summer who pulled off a 1v3 before.
This is the future.